Everyone, my name is Abhishek Jain, and through this video I'm going to start a new tutorial series on Kubernetes. Nowadays there is an exponential growth in adopting a containerization technique to develop, build and run the application in the production in the various environments. Since then, it was a growing pain among the DevOps and the system administrator group for managing a containerized application, especially those applications which are having a multiple services, multiple components running on a multiple machines. So there are a lot of orchestration tools which are getting developed and getting popularity in the market, and one of them is a Kubernetes. And the Kubernetes is actually the orchestration tool for the containerized application. Especially it is very handy when we have an application, containerized application running on a multiple machine. So let's find out what exactly the Kubernetes is and what kind of problem it is solving for us. So Kubernetes, as I mentioned, it's a container orchestration system or a platform that actually help us to automate the containerized application deployment on multiple environments and the multiple machines. We can easily scale up our services which are running on our various machines. We can scale up, we can scale down depending upon what exactly we want to do with that. We can also manage, our application like upgrade. We can just upgrade any image or any software, any new version of image. We can roll back, we can schedule some activities of triggering these services and running the application. The most important part is a node failure node failure monitoring. So Kubernetes itself just keep checking about the node failure for all the machines which are actually making a Kubernetes cluster that we're gonna see in upcoming videos, how we can create a cluster, right? So what Kubernetes does for measuring that node failure, it's just, each and every node which are making a cluster, it always sends the heartbeat, and if Kubernetes realize there is none of the heartbeat is coming from one particular machine, it pick up all the services which are supposed to be run on that machine and try to locate another healthy machine where those services can be run. Now, so these are few points which I just captured, like service discovery, load balancing, health check, storage management, auto scaling. These are the few vital, the feature, and there are many more which Kubernetes is providing to us. Some interesting fact about the Kubernetes, like how it came into the existence. Kubernetes is actually built by the Google, and it is a successor of a Google box system which is actually being used by the Google from past 1 decade. They are just running this for just maintaining their application and managing their thousands of jobs in the application which are running in the containerized mode. And there is a one very good blog on a Kubernetes site, and I would love if you will, I would really like, if you really want to understand the Kubernetes, just go through with this blog, because that would provide you some more insight about how this Kubernetes gets developed. Then you will this is another, the interesting fact which I just came across on over the internet when I was trying to understand the Kubernetes. I figured it out that the logo which Kubernetes has used in the wheel, there are 7 spokes, and that 7 spoke is actually representing the code name which Google was using for building the Kubernetes project, and that code name was 7. Then we have another blog where it is being mentioned, it is being, capturing the trend of the acceptability or the adaptability of a Kubernetes. And this is the link and the blog I really like, where it mentioned that what is the Kubernetes trend on a 2016. These are the 6 Kubernetes trend for a 2019. I'll just provide the link in the comment section. You can always look for that, right? Now, from the installation perspective, Kubernetes has 3 major components. Okay, and those are kubeadm. It is actually a main command which actually manages, and bootstrap the cluster and basically initialize the cluster. Then we have a kubelet. It used to be run on all the machines which are making, the cluster, because this is the one who actually just get interact with it, actually take out all the, it actually maintain, the internal containers or the services which are running, and those we are calling in a Kubernetes terminology is a pods, right? And kubelet has to be installed on each and every machine. That's we're gonna see with the demo as well, so no need to worry about it. Then we have a kubectl, which actually just maintain the state, and that actually just interact with the kubeadm and the rest of the cluster nodes. to just manage or control the all the various nodes which are forming a cluster. So let's jump to the demo part where we can actually gonna see the how we can install a Kubernetes. So if I just put to see what version I have on this machine. So this is the Ubuntu machine which 18.04 and the code name is Bionic. So the very first thing which we're gonna do is that I always refer or recommend to do is always add the GPG key so that we can ensure that whatever the package we are going to install, it is coming from the legitimate or the trusted party only. So GPG keys, if you are not aware of, it is something which is being maintained by the maintainer so that we can always verify against with this key whether we are getting, you know, the downloaded package from a trustworthy source or not. So the very first thing, so we're just gonna add it. So it seems like we have added this. Now we're gonna just add the repository, and if you just see that if I'm just gonna add this repository, I will get some error that it is not there because it's a Bionic code. And if I just when I just check why it is happening, then I just go to the package distribution library and I saw that there is no Kubernetes which is package which is built for Bionic. So even if we are just add the Xenial or the Yakate one, that would work for now, but I am hoping that maybe they will be just releasing again for the Bionic as well, but that won't be a problem for now. Right, the next command which we have to use, and that is very straightforward, is apt install. Then we just need to put kubeadm and we need to just put yes. Okay, so now here if you will see that get one, it is just extracting the kubelet, kubectl and a kubeadm, and these are the three major components which we are actually expecting, and this needs to be installed on your main machine which you want to make as a master. And just let me just give you the one another interesting architecture of which Kubernetes is following is it's a master slave architecture, right? And this machine we're gonna make as a master, and in upcoming videos we will be creating nodes which are actually a worker, and that will make a complete Kubernetes cluster. Right, so now the next thing which we can do is we can just put a kubeadm version. So there is no, and that's the difference, you know, we have to just give the kubeadm version. So you can see this is the information related to the kube version, and we can quickly see for the kubectl as well, right? And similarly we can check for kubelet as well. So this is, you know, very bizarre, you know, just see a lot of information which we are getting, right? So this is just confirming that we have all the required, you know, the element which we need for just start working on a Kubernetes. So that's it from my side for this particular video, because I just wanted to cover the installation part. In the next video we're gonna see how we can initialize this machine as a work as a master, and then we're gonna see how we can add another machine as a worker, and which is known as a node in the Kubernetes terminology. So that's it from my side. If you have any feedback or comment, please feel free to put that in a suggestion in the comment section. I would love to answer your query. And if you have any suggestion to make these videos and the video content more effective and more user friendly to understand, please feel free to that feedback as well. And as always, stay healthy and keep learning a new stuff.